So, when we are dividing a polynomial by a monomial here, how about 10x to the fourth plus 25x to the third minus 15? I don't know. So if I wanted to divide this polynomial by some other monomial, I might write it like this. Yeah, actually, can I change this? I want to make this an x squared. Sorry, forgot that in there. I could write the same thing like this, right? 10x to the fourth plus 25x to the third minus 15x squared all over 5x. Right? They mean the same thing, so it doesn't really matter how you write it. You can do it either way. Dividing a polynomial by a monomial is actually really easy because all you do is just divide each term by that monomial. That's it. So, when I do 10x to the fourth divided by 5x, what comes out? What's 10 divided by 5? Yes, and then when you have x to the fourth over x, yeah, you're subtracting the exponent, so that's x to the third, right? And then just go down the line. So this would be positive 5x squared, and then that's a 15. Yeah, but we'll talk about that later. So this last one's going to get me 3x, negative 3x. That's it. What happens if your number down here doesn't go in nicely? Then you just have a fraction. Okay? So if I were going to do something like, oh, I don't know. I'll just make one up, and I'll do not necessarily nice numbers. What if I had, like, I don't know, 20x to the fifth minus 15x to the fourth plus 8x minus 1. And I want to divide all of this by 2x to the third. Okay. So if I'm going to do this, again, I'm just going to divide each one individually. So, the first one's not so bad. What comes out there? 10x to the second. Now, okay, I'm going to have a fraction. I'll just have 15 over 2. Big deal, right? So I'd have minus 15 over 2, and then it'd be x to the first, right? So now I run into a little bit of a snag with my x's, right? I can cancel the 8 and the 4 easy enough, so I get a 4, but then it's going to be an x to the negative 2. And I can fix that in a minute. And then same thing here, I get a fraction, and then I have, so I'll have minus 1/2 x to the negative third. Okay, so do you remember what happens with the negative exponents?
Nope sides.
Yeah, you put them downstairs, so now it's going to look like this. 15/2 x. And now I have plus 4 over x squared. Remember that? It goes down to the bottom but becomes positive. So this last one will be minus 1/2, and I'd have x to the third in the denominator. Does that make sense? Is that okay for everybody? So, dividing a polynomial by a monomial, not that bad. You just divide each one and then fix your answer if you need to. Okay, so let's try one from the back of your sheet here. Oh, I don't know. Which one will we try? How about 1? Okay, sure. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Aren't you supposed to look at the light? All right. Pineapple.
No, you have to think about sneezing. You can't.
Oh, it's gone. It's going to come back, though, with a vengeance, right?
Yeah, see, isn't it just goes away though?
Wait, hold on a second. Your body's trying to sneeze.
Okay. 8n squared divided by the 40n to the third. That's going to leave me with 5n. 8n squared divided by the 32n squared? 4. And now I'll have 16 divided by the 8, so that's 2. And then what happens with my n's? Yeah, I'll have n to the negative 1, so that means I'm going to have an n in the denominator. That's it. This actually is standard form. Because you have n to the first, n to the 0, and then n to the -1. So they're already in order. Good question.